Have you ever canceled plans, and instead of guilt, you felt relief? Your phone goes quiet. Your door closes. And suddenly the world feels softer. No explanations. No small talk. Just you and that calm that only shows up when no one else is around. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's someone you know who disappears for days and comes back completely fine. Because liking to be alone isn't the same as being lonely. There's a psychology behind it. And once you understand it, solitude stops looking strange and starts looking intentional. Some people like being alone because their energy grows inward, not outward. Picture this. They enjoy people. Conversations are fine. Social time happens. But afterward, they feel drained, not emotionally, just energetically. Psychologically, these people recharge through solitude. Their nervous system resets in quiet spaces. Being alone isn't emptiness. It's fuel. If you've ever needed alone time, the way others need coffee, this one might be yours. Then there's another kind of person, the deep processors. They don't just think, they process. After interactions, their mind keeps going. What was said? What was meant? What could have been different? Solitude gives them space to organize their inner world. Without interruptions, their thoughts finally line up. Psychologically, their brains value reflection over stimulation. Noise scatters their thinking. Silence sharpens it. If being alone helps you understand yourself better, this profile might sound familiar. Then there are people who like being alone because it's where they feel most authentic. No masks. No adjustments. No performing. Out in the world, even subtle social rules shape behavior. At home, alone, those rules disappear. Psychologically, this is identity recovery. The relief of being exactly who you are without editing. If you feel lighter when no one is watching, this might be your truth. Another profile enjoys solitude because of control. When you're alone, nothing is demanded. No compromises, no negotiations. For people who value autonomy, this feels grounding. Psychologically, control reduces stress. Alone time restores that sense of choice. If you enjoy deciding everything, pace, volume, activity, solitude isn't isolation. It's freedom. But here's the twist. People who like being alone aren't avoiding connection. They're choosing quality over quantity. They don't need constant interaction to feel alive. They need meaningful interaction spaced with quiet. In a world that celebrates being busy, loud, and always available, choosing solitude can look suspicious. But often, it's self-awareness. The real question isn't why you like being alone. It's whether you understand what solitude gives you. So ask yourself, is it energy, clarity, authenticity, control? Which one felt closest? Or did you recognize someone instantly? If this made you feel seen instead of strange, you're not alone, even in your solitude. And if you enjoy exploring the quiet psychology behind everyday behaviors, stay here. Sometimes, the most misunderstood people are simply listening to themselves more closely.